welcome to the weekly recap. I'm Matt Wacker. We begin this broadcast with a very special event held at Fort Leonard Wood on May 3rd. Here's Leanne Mentink with more.
I'm at Fort Leonard Wood, where First Lady Michelle Obama and Dr. Jill Biden were joined by former astronaut Mark Kelly and LeVar Burton, host of Reading Rainbow, to read to school children at Thayer Elementary School. Now, this is part of a week-long schedule of events meant to celebrate the Joining Forces Initiative 5th anniversary.
Papa closed the book and gave Mika a hug. I know it was scary when our home was destroyed last winter, said Papa, but bad things happen sometimes and we can't always control that. But we had lots of helpers, said Mika, just like Rhino did. That's right, little one, Papa said in his gentle way. You're never really alone when bad things happen. There are family and friends, even people we don't know, who are always there to help us through tough times.
And like every story with a storm, this one ends in a rainbow.
Yay. That's a beautiful book.
I'm here with Brian Henry, Superintendent of Waynesville Schools. Mr. Henry, what is the importance of the Joining Forces Initiative for military schools, particularly in the Waynesville district?
Well, I think there's many different facets to joining forces, and education being a very important thing. Certainly, it gives military students an opportunity to pursue. As they pursue classes they want to pursue. It helps in the transition of them to new school districts. It also is a very important support network to provide for our kids as they move from place to place, and the resiliency they have to show.
Thank you. Matt?
Following story time, these distinguished guests observed soldiers during basic combat training at the fort's Warrior Tower. As Leanne mentioned, this was part of a week-long tour for the First Lady, a tour which also included national television appearances, a USO comedy show kickoff, and an employment event at the White House, all to celebrate the 5th anniversary of the Joining Forces Initiative. More from the fort as over 400 elementary schoolers took an Earth Day field trip to the Nutter Fieldhouse. The fair showcased Earth-friendly activities provided by the Missouri Departments of Conservation and Natural Resources, the Corps of Engineers, Missouri State University, and others. The children enjoyed fishing, planting seeds, making butterfly masks, and meeting Smokey the Bear.
Ryan, tell me about the significance of this event here on the fort.
Well, here at Fort Leonard Wood, it's a big operation. We have tons of space and area here, and we have to take into account of that. And while our main mission here is to train soldiers, we also have to have a respect for the environment. We have to take care of clean water. We have streams and rivers that come through here. We have to worry about stormwater runoff. And then we use a lot of power here. And so we're constantly looking for ways to conserve that energy and to be more efficient. And so we want to bring that into the whole Fort Leonard Wood community and the surrounding community, and just let everyone know the significance of Earth Day and how important it is to protect our natural resources.
Thank you.
The Rolla Regional Economic Commission recently announced that FedEx Ground would be moving its operations to a new state-of-the-art distribution facility at the High Point Industrial Park. The new facility will measure 140,000 square feet and is expected to provide 35 to 40 new jobs. Work on clearing ground for the new building is already underway. Missouri State Senator Dan Brown is dropping out of the race for state treasurer. Brown filed his candidacy in a surprise move only a few months ago. Brown will support fellow Republican Senator Eric Schmidt for the seat, who now faces no opposition in the August primary. Judy Baker and Pat Contreras are running on the Democratic side. The Phelps County Sheriff's Department has confirmed that a bomb threat was received at the Phelps County Courthouse on April 25th. The courthouse was evacuated for 4 hours and proceedings at the building were suspended. Bomb-sniffing dogs from Fort Leonard Wood were called in to help clear the building. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. In a similar story, authorities in Howell County were also contacted April 25th about a suspicious package on the mailbox near the Howell County Courthouse. Police responded to the call and after a short investigation determined that the package was simply a parcel that was too large for the mailbox. No return address was on the box and it was taken to the post office for shipping. The Washington County Sheriff's Department and the Franklin County SWAT team responded to a disturbance in the 1000 block of Calico Creek Farm Court on April 27th. There, a man had barricaded himself inside his garage with a firearm and was threatening to harm himself. SWAT negotiators were able to talk the man down and convince him to surrender. The Harlem Wizards were welcomed by a large crowd in St. James on April 26th. The Wizards faced a motley crew of St. James School faculty, alumni, and community members, calling themselves the Hoop Stars. And while the Hoop Stars lost, the night was still a success, with proceeds going to the St. James Parent-Teacher Organization. Over 750 tickets were sold, in addition to concessions and souvenir sales. Raleigh-based global technology leader Brewer Science is lauding the passage of the Defend Trade Secrets Act, passed by Congress April 29th. This legislation tightens current laws to curb intellectual and trade secret theft. Dan Brewer is the executive director of the corporation's intangible assets. He says that for companies like Brewer Science that make significant investments in research and development, intellectual property theft represents a major threat. All 8 Missouri members of the U.S. House supported this legislation, as well as Missouri's U.S. Senators Roy Blunt and Claire McCaskill. That's all for now. From all of us here at the Weekly Recap, I'm Matt Wacker. Thanks for watching.